Here are some interesting facts about first ever inventors or pioneers. Starting at number 1. Believe it or not, the first ever runway catwalk model is often credited to Lisa Fonsegraves, a Swedish model who walked in a fashion show in 1943. She is considered one of the pioneers of modern runway modeling. Catwalk modeling became popular in the mid-20th century as a way to showcase fashion designs dynamically and engagingly. Over time, the catwalk has evolved into a central element of fashion shows, allowing designers to display their creations to a wider audience in a theatrical and visually stunning way. Smashing through to number 2. Who needs loads of cash in your pockets when we have these less space-consuming plastics? The first person to use a credit card is said to be businessman Frank McNamara, who co-founded Diners Club International in 1950. The card was initially intended for entertaining clients and was accepted at select restaurants. However, the first debit card was introduced by the First National City Bank of New York, now Citibank, in 1977. It allowed customers to withdraw cash from ATMs using the card, marking the beginning of the widespread use of debit cards for financial transactions. Gliding by to number 3. Over time, cell phones have evolved into smaller, faster devices, integrating communication, internet access, photography, and entertainment. Featuring high-resolution screens, advanced cameras, and powerful processors, they support various applications for work, social media, gaming, and navigation. In contrast, the first cell phone, a brick-sized device weighing 2.5 pounds, debuted in the United States. Martin Cooper, a Motorola researcher and executive, made the first cellular phone call on April 3, 1973, to his rival at Bell Labs. This milestone marked the birth of modern mobile communication technology, paving the way for the global adoption of cell phones. Next on number 4. Can you imagine your pants or garments without zippers? If this had not been invented, we would have had to rely on buttons or Velcros. Thankfully, Whitcomb Judson, an American inventor, patented the first zipper in 1893. His invention, initially called a clasp blocker, aimed to simplify fastening shoes. Although Judson's design was rudimentary and commercially unsuccessful, it laid the groundwork for the modern zipper. It wasn't until later improvements by Gideon Sundback, a Swedish-American electrical engineer working for Judson's company. In 1913, Sundback developed a more reliable and efficient version of the fastener, known as the hookless number 2. Sundback's design featured interlocking teeth and a slider, much like modern zippers. He was granted a patent for his separable fastener in 1917. The zipper became widely used, revolutionizing clothing and accessories. Judson's innovation remains a pivotal moment in fashion history. And finally, at 5. Want to know what is the best-selling toy of all time? Well, this honor goes to Erno Rubik, a Hungarian architect who created the Rubik's Cube in 1974 to help his students at the Budapest School of Architecture understand 3D geometry. After improving how it worked, Rubik got a patent for it in 1975. The colorful puzzle became really popular worldwide, first shown at toy fairs in the late 1970s and a huge hit by 1980. People loved its mix of being simple yet tricky, and it led to competitions and a big community of fans trying to solve it faster and better. The cube appealed to all kinds of people, like math lovers, engineers, and puzzle fans. By the 1980s, it was the best-selling puzzle ever, challenging millions with its tough twists and turns. It's now an iconic symbol of creativity and problem-solving, inspiring people in both everyday life and academic studies around the world. That's it for now. How about click the like button and also subscribe? Until next time, have a good one.